And we're going to talk about why, well, the previous version of Father, I wasn't feeling it. And it's why I quit the game and restarted the game. We're going to talk about something that I may have missed, and this is important because a lot of you guys have a very specific personality. And when you're not putting that personality into your game, you're much more likely to quit. What we're also going to do is talk about how to edit our audio in such a way that it makes it more, well, it's a more sort of augmented reality experience for the player. We're going to talk about game feel and make enemies much more impactful. I just want to show you what I made on Friday. We made some killer clowns, which that's actually related to my first point. Before we do that, guys, I did want to say a huge thank you to new students who joined full-time game dev. This really means a lot to me. Joseph, John Clip, Zach Corsi, Ian Hunt, Justin Doyle. Thank you guys so much for joining the premium full-time game dev program. And by the way, guys, for this week, maybe next week, I'm not so sure about next week, we're going to be running this sale. There's just 2 coupons today available, and these always sell out. So if you guys want to join the program, you're going to get 50% off this premium program. It's going to take you 2 months or more to finish this program. You're going to learn all my secrets about how to start a full-time game dev studio, how to do what I do, but also get these free programs as well. 2D Art Pro, which is all about 2D art, pixel art, vector art, how to make a 2D game with your 2D art. And also Stream My Game, which is how to get streamers to stream your game. And then also this free course, Easy 3D as well. And then, you also get a free t-shirt, which is really cool. I have over 3,000 students worldwide. I teach how to go full-time. There's actually it's kind of a secret path, honestly, about how to go full-time, and that is securing funding from publishers, investors, and Kickstarter, and I teach you how to do that, on top of just how to make games. So if you're interested in joining the program, below, guys, is going to support development of Father, but it's also going to support you guys and your future. And by the way, if you're a student, feel free to say hello in the chat, and I'm going to say hello back to you on the other side. And by the way, in the chat, let everybody know what you think about the program. Be honest, and I'll talk to you guys on the other side. Let's go. By the way, guys, feel free to download my free 2D game kit below. It's totally free. It's my treat to you. I used this exact 2D game kit to make a game for PewDiePie in 14 days, and then I got to play it in front of his subscribers, which was really awesome. So download that. Use it however you want. It's my treat to you. Yeah. Okay. All right, so last year, I was working on Father, and I was coming up with a lot of serious tones for this game. Everything was serious. The whole game was serious. And that's because I was thinking a lot about marketing. I was thinking about Resident Evil, right? I was thinking about how to make something super creepy. Well, you got to go super duper serious. What I found was my previous games that I've worked on, both Pinstripe and Neversong, they are, Jonathan, I want to say hello to Jonathan. Jonathan, you said the course is great. That's awesome. The Discord alone is worth it to you. Awesome. And Chris is here as well. Chris, by the way, Chris Palazos is writing some music for Father as well. What I've found with Father is that I want to have a much more playful approach. So that's what this is, okay? Now, this is not the name of the game, although we are discussing, to be completely transparent with you guys, we are discussing changing the name of the game because the plot has changed as well. I'm not going to discuss the plot today, but I will just say mixing the innocent with the dark, combining those two, having them have a juxtaposition, having contrast, is actually going to help motivate me to finish this game. And the reason why is because that's where I feel the most passion. If you look at my previous games, Neversong and Pinstripe, how many of you have played those games? By the way, let me know in the chat. Raise your hand. Those games have a playful spirit, but they're so dark. There's a whimsy and there's a hyper demonic darkness. And you put the two together, and that's what you get, kind of what I would call the Annabelle Effect, okay? Or the Pennywise Effect. It's a contrast of innocence and darkness and put into one. It's kind of Luciferian as well. So Lucifer is considered this super beautiful, wonderful angel, but he's also the epitome of darkness. It's a contrast. And that contrast was not in the original Father game. The whole thing was dark. And so what we've decided is to take a lot more playful themes and mix them. Okay, so let me show you an example. Well, clowns, killer clowns. So we have walkers that shoot now, okay? So let me show you these. Also, just artwork like this, mixing the beautiful and innocent with the dark, right? The same with this name, beautiful and innocent, but very, very dark. This is not a happy hotel, right? It's very, very bloody. Now, the story, I'm not going to give you guys the breakdown of the story, but it is different than the original Father. It is very different. But now we've got killer clowns, okay? Now, I know most of you probably just love killer clowns, and I don't know whether I'm being sarcastic or not. Maybe you do. But let me just show you what we've got here. I'm going to try and turn down my volume so it's not too loud for you guys, and then I'm going to hit play and just sort of show you the mixture that we can accomplish. Let's fix the Nav Mesh. We have some issues with the Nav Mesh. It's really hard for me to convince you guys that we're on the right track here when the Nav Mesh is a mess. So let's see if this works here. Okay, it looks like we have 2 Nav Meshes. This is probably going to be a problem. Let's double check here. Yeah, we have issues with the Nav Mesh. So what we have to do is we have to try and clear the Nav Mesh, close out Unity, and then restart. There's something wrong with Unity's Nav Mesh in this version of Unity, so I have to restart it and then it works. We're also putting childish characters in this game. So for example, the antagonist's name is going to be Mr. Tinker. Okay, he's going to be like a toy maker. So we're playing with Willy Wonka, we're playing with The Shining, and we're also playing with even Portal. Portal's a really good example of kind of what we're going to go for with this game, which is just going up layer after layer in this hotel and entering these very playful but very violent games, okay? So it's very different than the original Father. And a lot of you might say, Thomas, I love the original version of Father. The problem is, for me, to continue to go past to where I'm creating more Father and finishing Father, I have to deviate and I have to change it back to my original motivation for all of my games, which is hyper dark and hyper playful, and combine the two. That's how I always like to tell stories. And for some reason with Father, I just couldn't get there, but now I'm there. It's just going to require me to change various elements of the story. So as we wait for this to load, Unity's been really dumb this past week. But as we wait for this to load, I want to say hello to everybody in the chat. Don Vermo says, I love the Pennywise vibes. Jasilva says, the contrast brings something interesting to a game. Absolutely, I totally agree. Okay, it looks like our Nav Mesh should be fixed now. Let's bake it. Okay, now let's hit play. Please, God. Okay, there he is. Good. So this is the type of playful attitude we're going for. So we have these funny little Pennywise creatures that are following us around. Playful music. You can hear it right now. And, you know, BioShock does this really, really well, okay? BioShock does it very, very well. And by the way, let's open up our audio mixer, and I'm going to make sure we're on the default so that you guys can hear things better. Low pass on the default. Cutoff frequency will be 0. Let's hit play. No, we need to go up higher. I think it's this. Sorry. Yep. So yeah, we have playful music, playful characters, playful spiders. And I figured might as well just show you one of my favorite characters. We'll probably do a video on these characters entirely. But we wanted to play with the idea of putting in children's characters from children's shows, but tweaking them so that they're not the exact characters. Now, the name of the prefab is, but these are our new enemy types. Okay, so let's just delete our clown. And I want to show you the benefit of going this route and hopefully convince you guys why we decided to change the Garden of Eden theme to be something more of a playful game show. Maybe like a children's game show. And so they blow each other up. And now there's just a torso. But that's what we're going for here, guys. We've got the cake, we've got the smiling, we've got the word happy, we've got the playful jazz music, and then we've got blood. That combination that darkness mixed with innocence is really going to make this thing shine. And it took me only a year to figure out that this was a problem and that I needed to go this route. So this also helps with a marketing discussion. This is easier to market. And that's a sad thing because it's just darker and scarier. And that means that I went darker and scarier, and that's going to result in more eyes. And I guess that's okay though. So anyway, that's the direction we're going, guys. By the way, those of you just joining us, just remember that full-time game dev is 50% off today, and you're going to get some bonus course. It's going to take you 2 or more months to finish the program. There are 2 coupon codes available below. These will sell out today, so if you're interested in joining the program, I'll give you a shout-out tomorrow as well, and also, you'll get a free t-shirt. Okay, so what we want to do today, this is going to be really, really fun. We want it to be painful, absolutely painful. I want the player to feel the pain. Not in his eardrums, but in his heart. We want him to feel like he just got hit. Right now, you don't feel like you're getting hit by the enemies. And so the way we're going to do this is we're going to do the Hollow Knight route, all right? The Hollow Knight route is basically do a low-pass filter, all right? Where the F is my walker? There he is. Let's see here. Yep. So we're going to do a low-pass filter when the player gets hurt, okay? So basically what we're doing is, let me just show you. Let's turn up the volume. Can you guys hear it? When I get hit, it doesn't really hurt, does it? Now, it would be great to have feedback in the controller, right? So a vibration or a rumble, that's great. But can we accomplish more with audio? What we're going to do is we're actually going to use what's called the audio mixer, okay? The audio mixer is going to allow us to switch to different snapshots, okay? And these snapshots can include certain effects. So right off the bat, we want to make sure that our let's double check something here. Open up the low pass. Yeah, we want to make sure that all of our sounds are passing through the audio mixer. And the way you do that is you just make sure you go to, anytime you have an audio source, you can have it pass through a specific mixer. By default, it doesn't pass through a mixer, okay? But we're gonna have it pass through a mixer. So most of my sounds I've set up to pass through this mixer, but we're gonna double check. So let's go ahead and go to our default snapshot, and let's just do a crazy effect. Let's put the cutoff frequency super duper low. That means we're not gonna hear anything. Well, okay. I can barely hear the music, which is good, but when I shoot, it's clear. So it sounds like our guns are not passing through properly. What about killing enemies? Okay, so it sounds like the only sound effects that are not being passed through that current audio mixer are the weapons. So we're gonna go to every single weapon, and we're gonna go to their audio source, which I believe is... It might actually just be one audio source, which is just great because we don't have to change everything. We'll go to our character controller here. We'll jump inside of the prefab, and we're going to go to our gun mount position. There it is, okay? All of the sounds are passing through here, so what we're going to do is change the output to the audio mixer, the master, okay? So now if I hit play, the weapons, look at that. So let me show you something. We have our default. And who knows what a low pass filter does? Can somebody tell me what a low pass filter will do? This is an effect that Unity offers us. What does a low pass filter do? We're going to drop it down to about here. We could do -400. So I have a pane snapshot, and I'm going to drop the frequency down to, I mean, 10 is great, but that's probably a little too low. It cuts the low frequencies. Yeah, it muffles the sound. That's great. Danny Big Boy, totally true. And one of the best ways to remember the difference between a high pass filter and a low pass filter allows low sounds to pass. Low frequencies can pass, aka it's going to be bassy, but you're not going to hear a lot of treble. Okay, so that's what we're going to do here. We're going to have the pane snapshot, which is going to allow for a very low frequency, but default's going to be maxed out. Okay, so you can hear everything. So this is default, right? And then when I switch to pane, it should go low and then fade back. Okay, so we're gonna figure this out. The first thing I want to do is just go into the script that's going to fire this function. I think what I want to do is have it inside of the player controller. Okay, so the player controller is going to handle a lot of our code. We've got a ton of code here and a lot of different cool effects as well that we can fire whenever we want, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to slap it in here. I'm going to say it's probably going to be an IEnumerator. Okay, so let's go ahead and create an IEnumerator. Well, do we know how? No, we don't, because we're an idiot. So I'm going to go to Google, IEnumerator, Unity. Okay. Here we go, and I use these all the time. I don't ever know how to write them. Okay, so this is going to be called low pass audio effect, or switch to pane audio effect, snapshot. I would even argue just switch to snapshot. But I know we're going to use this a lot. So for now, I'm just going to do this, okay? Switch to pane audio snapshot. That's all we're going to do. So we're going to do a yield, I think probably something like 1 second, and then go right back to the other one is totally fine. Let's go ahead and Google now how to switch to a snapshot. So switch to audio snapshot, Unity with script, okay? Looks like we got one right here. How would I call an audio mixer snapshot in a script? There it is. Okay, so we need this. Yep, and then it's going to switch back. Transition to, great. I don't think that's enough. Let's go to here. Take a look. I cannot stand Unity's Learn website. It's such a mess. Oh man. I know we need our audio mixer, so we're just gonna let's paste this in here. I know we need an audio mixer, so we're gonna go to our references section here, and we're gonna go to public audio mixer, audio mixer. I believe we can do that. Let's double check and make sure we include this. Yep. So we need to include that dependency or whatever you call it, namespace. And then also we're going to have a public audio, it's a snapshot, audio mixer snapshot. And this one's going to be pane or just default snapshot. And then we're going to have one more, and it's going to be our pane snapshot. And then we're going to just switch between the two of these depending on when you get hurt. Right? Pane snapshot. Okay, so the theory is, let's go to our references here and just double check something here. I'm curious, can we drag in that audio mixer from the project hierarchy? Because the audio mixer itself is not some game object somewhere in the scene. It's sort of just core to the entire project. So we need to drag that in to our player controller. Okay, so let's go to our controller. Where is it? Okay. Let's go to our controller here. Enter inside the controller. And then we're going to go to our player controller here. And then we have our audio mixer here. Looks like we could choose it. Great. We can also choose. Great. There's the snapshots. Yay. Okay. So now we just need to transition to them. That's about it. So let's go to our IEnumerator. All the way down here, there it is. Switch to pane audio snapshot. So all we're gonna do is say audio mixer. I'm just gonna guess here. Transition to snapshot. Then you pick which snapshot you're gonna do. I would say the pane snapshot. Wait 1. Time to reach it. 0 seconds. You just want it to go right to it, right? Let's hopefully that works. What is this? So can I convert audio mixer pane snapshot to snapshot? Oh crap. So it's an array. Okay, let's just take a look and see. Can we do it that way? Transition to? We can try. So the other one is pane snapshot dot transition to, and then you just choose the time. That's another theory. We'll see, man. So that's going to take 0 seconds, and then we're going to go back to default, right? Default snapshot. You want to try that out, guys? And then all we're going to do is just the switch to pane audio snapshot is going to occur when we take damage, right? So we're going to go to take damage, which is our function. There it is. Let's go to take damage here. And yep, there it is. Right now we're just going to say pane audio effect. Audio snapshot effect. And then we just need to start that IEnumerator. Start IEnumerator. And we'll probably even need to stop it too, but or start coroutine. And then we're just going to switch to pane audio. And how many seconds do we want? A transition time of, no, maybe like 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. For some reason, yep, we need to make this game manager.player controller, start coroutine, blah, blah, blah. And we even probably need to start it within itself. It looks like it's not public. That's okay. Yeah, we had this issue when we were working on the dog game. Basically, when you're creating an IEnumerator or when you're starting a coroutine, you want to start it from itself. Or you want to start it inside of the game object that holds it, generally. I could be wrong here. So we'll see. And by the way, we have 312 viewers today, which is freaking insane. It's so much fun to see that you guys, more and more of you show up every time I live stream. Thank you so much for joining me. It means the world to me. It really, really does, guys. I will say I kind of obsess sometimes about whether I should live stream, whether I should be doing dedicated content. It's hard to know like what you guys want. So it really means a lot to me that you guys show up. Okay, just because I'm going to be questioning whether this is even working, we're going to do a debug.log. I just know we're going to need it, and we're going to say, we started the audio snapshot shift. Bang. Okay? So this is what's going to happen. It should transition to the pane snapshot, which is going to go, and then it's going to wait for 5 seconds, and then it's going to go back up to normal, okay? Which would take 2 seconds. You ready? Here we go. Okay, let's hit play. Oh, it worked. How did I do that so fast? Look. Okay, so what we're gonna do, watch this. This is why I told you we needed an IEnumerator. You just need to listen to me. The reason we need an IEnumerator is because we want to do some wait time, but we also want to wait just a little bit. I'm saying like half a second before we even do the muffled sound. So it's bah, back up to normal, okay? We're gonna do a wait time of, honestly, I don't even like allowing the enemy default script, or I'm sorry, I don't like this script right here having control over how long it takes. I just want to be able to fire that switch to pane audio snapshot. I want to have control over everything within the context of this script. So I'm going to have it just be. That's not true. No, that's not true, Thomas. What are you talking about? I want to make sure I have control because we're going to make the amount of time that it occurs dependent on how much damage you took. So we're good. All right, let's hit play here. I want to hear the crunch sound, then I want to drop down. All right, ready? Here we go. Okay, so here's what I think. I think the player taking damage effect should be on its own audio source that is not going to be affected. So you're always getting hurt. So you're always going to hear it. So if we go to our controller, we're close, guys. If we go to our controller here, we have all these audio sources. I'm going to create another one. I'm going to call it audio source player pain or player damage. And this is going to be its own audio source, but it's not going to output to the master. Okay? Great. So now what we need to do is we need to go to our character controller here. And I would actually argue it's probably going to be in our player statistics. Yeah. Damage audio source. It's right there. Audio source movement. That's the wrong one. I'm going to put in damage. That way all of our damage sounds are going to be occurring on this one, and we're not going to hear all it's not going to have all that effect. You're going to get, it's almost, and we're going to even have a heartbeat sound and like a breathing, but it's not going to be muffled. So I think the effect is something like the world around you goes blurry and you're isolated. That's the sound we're going to go for. So let's see if this fixes our problem. Yep, there we go. Okay. Great. So it works. I would just argue that we need to go to our player controller here and make sure we don't need this yield anymore. We don't need that yield anymore. Okay, so what's let's see here. What's another sound? What's another effect that we need to add to make this more impactful? Okay, what needs to be done? And I would say that there's probably two thresholds. There's a pain threshold of 1 and then 2. So yeah, the ringing in the ears thing, it's kind of annoying, but I think we should do it. I think you're right. I think we should do it. Let's get hurt one more time and take a look. So there's a sound that needs to be, something needs to happen here. It's like you get hit, bam, and you hear it, and then whoa, 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 whoa. It needs to be like a heartbeat sound. All the time, honestly. I would say that it's really just the length of time. It's just the length of time. So what we need to do is go to player statistics, and we're going to say if damage is greater than 25, that was a big boy hit. You got big boy hit. So we're going to make, actually, we could just divide it. We could say the damage divided by 5. So that means that if I got hit with a big old whack of 25, I'm going to have a 5-second experience. If I got hit by only 10, it's going to be like 1 second or 10 or 2 seconds, right? So I think that should do it right there, honestly. Yeah, no ringing in the ears, player shrieking in pain, just a breathing sound. Okay. So what we'll do is we'll start an audio from that audio source, and then we'll stop it the moment that you're done. Okay. So let's create that sound. Here we go. Something like that. Okay, delete that. And then we'll just lower it just a little bit because Thomas's voice isn't low enough. I think we were doing like a standard of like -14. It's probably -8. The older I get, the more manly I become. So yeah, okay. Fade that out. And honestly, let's just put in some heartbeats as well. Why not? Polka, 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 polka. So let's go to Artlist.io, go to sound effects, heartbeat, heartburt. There we go. Why did that do twice? But whatever. I like this one. It's fine. We'll probably need to speed it up, though. And by the way, those of you just joining us, just remember that full-time game dev, which is my massive program, is going to take you 2 months minimum to complete. And it is a premium program where you're going to learn everything I know about starting your own game studio and securing funding from publishers, 6 figures in funding, 6 figures from funding from Kickstarter. How to do all that with just a demo. How to hit the Steam front page, which I've done multiple times. How to get YouTubers to play your games, which I've done multiple times. That includes Jacksepticeye, Matt Pat. Everything I've learned about making a game studio and doing what I do is in this massive program. I have over 3,000 students, if that's any credibility to you. I have 3,000 students worldwide, so be sure to check out the program below and utilize one of the 2 remaining coupon codes below. Get 50% off plus free programs just for this little event, and also free t-shirt. Be sure to check it out. By the way, if you're in my program, please say hello in the chat. I have a lot of people showing up who do like the program, which is great. Oh, come on. Gimme. Okay, so let's go back to our downloads. Looks like we can't paste that in. Here we go. Okay, so this is pain level 1. Then we'll have pain level 2, which is like and then the heartbeat's like exploding through your chest. So we're going to get both. Okay, we want these to loop though, right? Thomas, I'm a AAA developer gone freelance. Do you think I need the course? Of course you need the course because you need to send me your money. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, sure. I mean, I really do think you do need it because if you're going to go indie, you need to learn how to make money indie style, which you're not getting a paycheck, are you? You're getting paid by publishers, by Steam, by Nintendo, and you got to learn how to sell your own stuff. And being a salesman, knowing how to market is huge. It's a huge part of the course even. I think it's like 40% of the course is just marketing. Okay, I think that needs to be, hey, this is a case where we would probably just drop down. I just feel like it's too bassy, honestly. So let's just drop the bass down a little bit. Nothing too much. Okay, let's try that. Okay, and then maybe like just a subtle, I know, just a very subtle something, I know, ears ringing. Just, I'm not going to make it annoying, I promise, I promise. Don't you love it? How to Make Your Game Annoying in 5 Seconds by Thomas Brush. Okay, this one's fine. I'm going to make it reverby and low, okay? I even feel like we need a glass breaking sound. But we're just playing with this. We're going to see if we can really make it not annoying, but we want to punish the player. The player does need to be punished. But that sounds funny. But, you know, we want to be fair here. So start it and then fade it out. And we'll do something like this. Fade that out here and fade in here. Polka, 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 polka. Okay, almost. Yes, you're right. Damage divide. Yes, correct. Divided by damage. Thank you. Smart man. Yes. Well, no, wrong. Damage divided by 5. Correcto. That's perfect. Thank you. But let's double check here. Okay, now watch this, guys. Thomas, I want it to loop. Well, shh. we're going to fade out here and then fade in here. So we take this piece here, reverse it, fade in, and now it's going to be a perfect loop. Hey Hector, how are you doing, buddy? Guys, let's all say hello to Hector. Hector is my personal assistant. He's also a sound designer. He does some sounds for Father, although I've been going rogue on him these past couple months because I've been obsessed trying to fine-tune everything. When I get obsessed with something, I kind of hoard it for myself and like tweak it, and then I'll like release it slowly and let other people come in and help. So that's what I'm doing right now. Okay, so that's gonna be our player hurt loop, and this is gonna be level one. One. It's gonna be our first one. Okay. Now what we're gonna do is just play that sound effect through that, and I would just say we want it to be Ugh, this sound effect system. Ooh, I need to change it. I'm gonna just create a public audio source here, or audio clip. It's gonna be our pain loop 1, okay? And then we're gonna play our pain loop 1 sound through this. We're gonna use something we've already got though, and it's gonna be called reset. Something reset audio source or something like that. What's it called? Let me look really quick. Reset. There it is. We're gonna take all this. Oh, it's in our player SFX script. Okay, that's fine, I guess. And then we're gonna go to our. There we go. Sure, we can do it in here. Player controller, player SFX, reset and play sound. Which audio source? It's going to be the audio source we have in here. Audio source. And the, wait. Sorry, guys. I know I'm not making sense right now. Damage audio source? What? Ugh. I don't like any of this. It's very confusing. So statistics. Do I have statistics? Player statistics dot damage dot. Ugh. Sorry, this is really gross. Damage audio source. Yep, this is gross. I don't like the way this is turning out. I'd rather put it in the player SFX. Honestly. Whatever. Let's just do it this way. We're just going to do it this way. Sorry, this is really gross. Player statistics. Okay, here's what we'll do. Sorry, guys. We're going to go to here. We're going to go to our damage audio source. Good. Okay, so take damage. We're just going to do it here. We're going to say player. Yep. Reset and play sound. We're going to choose the damage audio source there. Yep. And then this is the pain loop 1. And we're just going to do 1. Okay. So we're resetting and playing a sound. Then we're going to do the snapshot. Well, yeah. Good. Okay, that works for me. Shoot. I think it's okay, actually. I don't think it needs to loop. It just needs to play once. Yeah. It just needs to play once. Sorry, guys. I know I'm not making much sense here. Yep, so that's just one, okay? Then we're going to do a much bigger sound that lasts a little bit longer, okay? So that's going to be player pain. Where is it? What's it called? What's it called? Do I not have it? My brain is not working right now. Sorry, I'm getting frustrated. Give me just a sec. Calm down. Sorry, I feel like I'm stuck in a hedge maze. Where's the pain loop? There's no loop. Okay, it's called hurt loop. Thomas? Stupid boy. Hurt loop. Player hurt loop 1. Okay, it's not a hurt loop though, is it? So we're going to rename it. Player hurt heartbeat. I don't know. Then we got to go to our freaking character controller. Sorry, I get frustrated when everything feels disjointed. When there's like 4 different components working together, I get really frustrated. So yeah, there it is right here. And it's named wrong too. So let's just change it to something else. It's going to be called heartbeat 1. Okay, heartbeat 1. Okay, let's take a look here. What? There we go. Let's take a look again. Okay, it didn't do it. There's a lot of reasons why. Let's double check. Reset and play sound. Damage audio source, heartbeat 1 with a volume of 1. Did I not define it? I wouldn't be surprised if I didn't even define it. Yep, there it is. Okay, let's take a look. Sounds great. Try again. Okay, let's get a pain sound. Y'all ready for some cringe? Here we go. Drop down the volume a little bit here. Check 1 2 1 2. Check 1 2 1 2. Okay, let's try it. Okay, good. Drop down the volume. Or the pitch. So it's going to be a combination of like getting hurt. Like there's a hurt sound where it's like and you take damage. Let's see here. Damage. How's this sound? Or player hurt? Because I'm trying to see, does the player hurt sound already have a voice in it? No, it doesn't. So we're going to mix them. Mix them together. One more, ready? I like those. Check 1 2 1 2. Check 1 2 1 2. Check 1 2 1 2. Good. Okay. So this one, it peaks. I'm curious if I could just remove it. It doesn't sound bad. So let's just make those lower. And I'll probably add a compressor on there. By the way, those just joining us, just remember that full-time game dev is 50% off right now. It does support the channel, it supports the development of Father, but more importantly, it does support you and your career. It's going to take you 2 months to finish this course. You're going to learn everything I know about making indie games. That's 2D art, 3D art, but also how to market yourself, how to secure funding from publishers. All that stuff. It's massive. I got 3,000 students worldwide. It really is a great program. Be sure to check it out below. There's probably one coupon code left for today. And by the way, guys, we're going to hire a voice actor, all right? But this is good for now. Okay, export, selected audio, and we're between -12 and -6, so we're good. Player, hurt, voice 1. That one's a little louder. Export selected audio, player, hurt, voice 2, and then player hurt, voice 3. I didn't know we didn't have voices when we got hurt, so I'm glad that we're doing this now. Hey, why don't we just go ahead and we could actually just probably do play one shot here. The reason why we're resetting for the looping sound is because, or for the heartbeat sound, is because I want it to reset. Otherwise, it's gonna stack all these on top of each other. But in the case of getting hurt once, that sound, we could do play one shot. That's totally fine. So we're just gonna say damage audio source dot play one shot, and we're gonna play the hurt sound. Damage. This is we need to just. We're gonna do it. We're gonna remove this. There's a different method of audio that I'm not a huge fan of, so I'm gonna remove that and just do something else here. So let's do this. Damage audio source. No. We're gonna do hurt voice sounds. Random.range. Yeah, random.range 0, and then we're gonna do hurt voice sounds dot length, and that's just gonna pick a random sound. We're also gonna do a volume of 1. That's good. We needed to establish this, right? So we're gonna go to our. I don't know why all of this is stored in the player statistics script. It's really, really annoying. I'm removing this. Public. It really shouldn't be here. It should be in the player impact effect manager, or even in the player controller. No. It should be in the player SFX. What's going on? What is this? So let's we're gonna call this player hurt voices, or hurt voices. Nope. Let's do player hurt voices. Yep. Player hurt voices, and that is our hurt heartbeat 1. That needs to be capitalized, and it should be player. Sorry, things are really disorganized right now in this script, so I'm going to do some cleaning here. So let's go down, scroll down. We've got some issues here. We've got the player hurt voices. Player hurt voices. Yep. Dot length. Good. This is going to be player hurt heartbeat 1. There it is. This we're going to remove. As are we going to remove this? That's not good. Player hurt voices. Looks like this is not an array. So let's make an array. Now it's going to randomly choose between all those voices. Let's just make sure it works first. Also, there's going to be that hurt sound as well. So let's go ahead and add that in as well. The one that we just deleted, right? The method at which it was being played was like this custom function that I don't like using anymore. So we're going to just use this, a new function here. Player hurt sound. Okay, it's just a damage sound. It's like it's not a voice sound. It's a impact sound. So we're gonna play that one as well. So it's gonna be player hurt sound. There it is. So we're gonna play that. Then we're gonna play the voices. So there's two sounds playing, and then there's also the heartbeat sound that gets played, and that's all done in this player statistics script, which is fine. It really should be in a player SFX script. So okie dokie. So what are we doing here, Thomas? Yes, let's go to player controller. And inside of the player controller, we have our player statistics script here now. And we have all of these wonderful variables or fields to fill in. Remember, we have our hurt voice. So player hurt voice 1, hurt voice 2, and hurt voice 3. Hey, by the way, if you ever want to know what makes a really good enemy death sound, it's not this. Ugh. It's not, whoa. It's making sure everybody is out of the house or out of your office. It's making sure your neighbors know that you're not being murdered. And it's bringing your microphone input down to 0. And it's screaming at the top of your lungs. That's the best enemy kill sound. So, for example, we have like an enemy, let's see here, death. Do we have a death sound? Die? Walker die. Yeah, listen. I couldn't do this if my wife was home because she would think I was dying. So, and I had to turn the volume way down. And it didn't even sound that dramatic, but I had to scream at the top of my lungs for that. So anyway, let's go back to our controller here and make sure all the sounds are set up. Good, good, good. Player heartbeat. So there's this, yep. And then also there's our hurt sound. So player hurt. That's it right there. Let's go ahead and take a look here. So what are we going to get? We're going to get our voice playing. We're going to get the hurt sound. We're also going to get that heartbeat sound. So let's take a look. Okay, so it's not playing for some reason, and I'm curious as to why. It's because of this. It's resetting all of it. So what we want to do is reset first. So reset the audio source, basically reset it to 0, start the heartbeat sound, and then play those two sounds one shot after that. And that will get this sort of 3-tiered effect here of all the different sounds that we want to play. Okay? Yeah, so to get an enemy death sound effects, this is from Jonathan Crafton. Just record myself playing a Soulsborne game. Got it. That's absolutely right. That's what you want to do. All right, let's hit play here. Ready? Great. Okay, we need some screen shake. We need some screen shake. We need some screen shake. So it looks like screen shake medium kind of sucks. I don't know why. Huh. Why is that? You'd think it would be good enough. I mean, is it even happening? You know? Let's take a look at our screen shake medium function. It's not that great, is it? I mean, I feel like we should do something like 8x8. Let's try it out. For some reason I'm holding my gun gangster style. Not sure why. There we go. Good. Okay. All right, guys. I think it's pretty cool. What else? What else in the pane snapshot? Well, I mean, if we go to, first off, let's go to our white flash here. The white flash, I feel like we need a lot more red. We need a lot more red. So I'm curious what it will look like if we, there's our white flash effect. That's when we collect something. Here's our red flash. I'm curious if what we need to do here is open up our red flash here, and it should be a lot more red. Get out of my face. I don't want to see your face. Go, 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 move. I think we should have red flash covering the whole screen, but just vaguely, okay? So just a little bit more here. I hate how Amazon has just the ability to pay for me to force me to see stuff I don't want to see. Every day when I open up Photoshop. I just don't want to see it. Okay, let's take a look at this. So that's a little much. Okay, I think that'll do, Donkey. And I think we need to make sure that it's a little bit longer, so maybe 3 seconds. Now let's hit play. Okay, and I think we need one more sound here. The player statistics, we will go to our play one shot, play hertz. The voices, I feel like they need to be much louder. It's like 1.5. And then that's going to make it feel much more painful. Let me ask you guys a question. Can I get a poll? Can I get a poll here? Should there be multiple, should there be 2 tiers of sounds? Should there be like, dude, you're about to die, and then, no, you're fine? So I feel like what I should do is something like, if your health is lower than 20 and you get hit but you're not dead, it should be like, danger, danger, danger. What do you think about that? Can you guys give me some clarity here? What happens in classic like first-person games like BioShock or Half-Life? I'm not so sure. I can't quite remember. What do we need? Is it associated with, is it a loop? Like if my health is lower than 20, is it constantly warning me with like a flash? And the audio source is always dipped down? Or is it just a one-time feedback thing when you get hit? Okay, well, screen starts turning black and white sometimes as your health goes down. Oh. Heartbeat plus heavy breathing, screen blur. Okay, so it needs to be like an oh crap, I'm gonna die sound constantly. Okay, got it. So if my health is lower than 25, I should be in a constant state of panic. There should be a heartbeat sound all the time. I should be in a lower pitch, or the high pass filter should always be there, or maybe just a little bit. And you should be breathing. And my screen, should there be is like a constant sort of flashing red? Desaturate. From playing Doom Eternal, it does a heartbeat plus red plus muffling background noise. I wouldn't fade out the background noise. It can ruin the flow of your listening for specific sounds. Lower pitch. Just a heartbeat and red is enough. Not flashing, that's distracting. Okay. Desaturation. I can't figure out whether it should be a one-time thing or it should be constant. Let's get a vote. Is it constant or is it one time? Meanwhile, let's hear this just regular hit here. Okay, I feel like that's lasting way too long. That's ridiculous, you know? So I feel like it needs to divided by like if damage is 25, that's like a fine hit. It's like, well, I still have 4 left, or I still have 3 hits left. I would say I want a little bit more control here, so I'm going to say just 1 second is enough, or maybe even like 1.5. 1.5 seconds of dropping down that audio, that low pass. What I mean by the sound, by the way, is even though there's not a large roster of enemies, when you have more later down the line, players will pick up on enemies play what noise. Okay. Constant. It's a constant. Okay. Okay. All right. So this is, for now, this is just a regular hit. So we're just going to do a regular hit right now. Then we'll do the constant one, which is when your health is lower than 20, you're like, oh crap, I'm about to die. And that means that there's a constant, at the very least right now, we'll just do a constant red reticle. That's sort of like just subtle, just very subtle. Okay, I feel like we have a problem. And that is that the weapons, I don't feel like they should be having that effect. That low pass filter effect, I feel like you still want to be able to hear it. Man, there's a lot of questions here. Maybe it could be that we're just going a little too far down with that low pass filter, you know? Like I feel like it should maybe do like 2100. It just feels like a lot, you know? So let's try and is there any other effect that we can add here? A lower pitch, huh? Some of you said a lower pitch. So I would say 1 is good here. With default, it's 1. So then maybe we can do -1. Now, how about -0.2? Or yeah. Okay, we'll do 0.4. How's that? That could be it. Let's take a look and see what kind of effects we can get here. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Okay. Hey, that's kind of cool. I think it's pretty sweet. Does anybody have any objections to what we just did there? Lower pitch, by the way, I think Hector, you were right. Lower pitch is great, and then the low pass, we didn't go as intense. So what do you think about that? Screen shake, we already got screen shake. So overall, I think that's great. You wouldn't muffle the gun sounds? Let's get a vote. Do we want to muffle the gun sounds or do we not want to muffle the gun sounds? Say not muffle or muffle, and I'll hit play while you guys vote. Muffle or not muffle when you get hit. All right, we've got a good vote here. Muffle, muffle, not muffle, muffle, not muffle. Ugh, crap. Okay, it looks like we do want to muffle it. What I'm going to do though is I'm not going to knock the pitch down by as much. We're going to do 0.6, and then the low pass isn't going to be as intense either. We're going to do something like 45. Okay, let's try that. That's cool. Okay, let's try one more time. Okay, by the way, the player voice, I'm confused as to why we're getting his pitch to shift. I don't think it should shift, right? That's an odd thing. Player physical damage, his voice is shifting. No, I think we're okay. I think we're okay. I'm confused. Maybe we're not okay. Let's hit play one more time. No, we're good. Okay, Chris, our little audio genius, is in the chat. I think it would be a good idea to see what this is like in a room packed with more enemies. Okay, let's give it a shot. We may have issues. It's always a good idea to test that. Let's take a look here, guys. Let's just bring in a bunch of enemies here and just see what we get. Yeah, oddly enough, you know, I feel like the gunshots, they shouldn't be muffled because I'm not getting a good feeling that I'm shooting something. Let's just try it. Let's see what we get. I feel like maybe, just maybe, we don't want. Maybe you guys were wrong. Could it be that the audience is wrong? Probably not, but let's double check. Let's make it so that the gun sounds are not being passed through the master. Why does it feel like it is, though? I feel like it's better that way, guys. Yeah, that's true, Tuckmac. The point is, yes, it is to make the player not feel good. I agree. So I'll go back and we'll see. It does feel kind of better this way. Okay, that's great. Next thing, we need a flashing or like a static pane effect at all times. So we're going to create a new... We're going to go to our hurt. Yes. It's called our white flash. And we're going to create a new animator sort of parameter here. We go to our animator here. We have this red flash. We are going to immediately go back to a red static flash. Okay, so we're going to create a new clip here. Go to animation, UI. Where is it? It's called UI white flash. Let's double check something here. Well, where are you? Where does UI white flash exist? UI white flash. It is currently in the other animation, other UI. Okay, sure. So what we're gonna do is create a new animation, and we're gonna go to animation UI. It's right here, but for some reason I can't see it. And then it's UI static or looping red pulse. We're going to hit record here, and all we want to do is just have this be a red flash, and it's going to be pretty high up there like this, and it's just going to be fading in and out. Okay, so it's gonna be like this when you're in pain. Like, dude, you're about to die. Are you gonna be okay? You should be concerned. That's what we've got here. Now, if we go to our animator here, we want to be able to go here if we're in the danger zone. Okay, so I'm going to call it Highway to the Danger Zone. Is that what it is? Highway to the Danger Zone. And this is going to be set to loop. Good. So when we get a flash, we're going to go back to our danger zone if we're in the danger zone, right? Exit time is good. 0.1 transition. Good. We're going to go back to empty if we're not in the danger zone, okay? If we're in the danger zone is false, then go back, immediately, fast. We want to feel relief. Oh, I feel better, This is not going to go back to empty if we are in the danger zone. If we're in the danger zone, if we're not in the danger zone, go back to empty. If we're not in the danger zone, go back to empty. False. If we're in the danger zone, go here. In the danger zone, true. No exit time, no transition. Actually, let's do a 0.1 transition. And that's good, 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 good. I would argue that we probably need to go here as well. In danger zone. Good, true. The transition exit time, yeah, 0.1 is fine. 0.1 transition time, good. So that's good. I think we're good to go here, guys. In danger zone, in danger zone, in danger zone is false. In danger zone is false here. Good. In danger zone is false. If we're in danger zone is false. True. There we go. So now we got to determine where this is being set. I would say if blah, 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 where do we go? Good. So I would say if player options, don't ask me why, I don't know what player options is, but whatever. Player options dot health. If it's smaller than 20, smaller than or equal to 25, then we are in the danger zone, yeah? So we need to go to our white flash animator, and we're going to set our Boolean to in danger zone. Is true. Good. If that's the case, but if it's not the case, if we're greater than 25, then we're not in the danger zone. We're okay. And I believe when we collect health, though, that's the question. There's a health collection that's occurring. Health. Let's go to our health pickup and see where this is being handled. I forget where it's like update health, because if it's in the update health function, then we need to be moving that sort of animator effect there. So let's go to our health pickup and see where this is occurring here. Update UI. Pickup. Health equals clamp. Stats update UI. I feel like it should be here, Yeah. I feel like it should be. It shouldn't be occurring in the pain section here. So we're actually going to move this to the darn. Well, the question is, does update UI get called here? It should. I don't see where it's getting called, though. It should be though. Let's just pretend that it's supposed to work and see what we get. So if it's lower than 25, we're in the danger zone. Okay, so let's take a look here. Okay, here we go. Okay. I'm in the danger zone. There we go. Good. So, the next question is this. I feel like this right here, it does need just to be removed just a little bit because I can barely see. So just like that, maybe a little bit here and here. The next question is like some kind of heartbeat sound, something like that. That's looping. Highway to the danger zone. Heartbeat. Okay, we've got this one. Let's think here. Yeah, I think just a heartbeat continually going is fine. The problem is it's going to interfere. It'll interfere with the heartbeat sound that plays when you get hurt, right? Which is right here. So we're gonna have to do something like with a comment here, which is play a temporary heartbeat sound once, but only if the player's health is above 20. So we need to do it like if player options dot health is greater than 20, then sure, go ahead and play that sound. That's cool. That's totally fine. But okay. Sorry, you can't see my screen. We can switch to the pane audio snapshot, but we shouldn't switch back. We shouldn't switch back unless the player's health is above 20. So we should, well, that's not true. Do we really want it to go down that far? I'm so confused. I think I got it. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to say if the player's health is above 20, then the damage audio source dot loop is set to false. We don't want it to loop. But if it is below, we're going to have that loop. And we're going to hear that damage audio source constantly occurring. The moment you collect health, we're going to say, really, though, this should be in the update UI function, okay? Because when we update the UI, we're checking for health. Look, here we go. So if it's smaller than a grade, yeah. So if we're in the danger zone, we're going to say damage audio source loop equals true. Otherwise, false. And it's only going to happen once, okay? That should do. That should do. We can also say, let's test that out at first, okay, guys? Hello, Cloudy Gaming. How are you? All right, let's hit play. Good. Okay, let's see. Yeah. I think it works. Now I just need to collect some health and see. Okay, I don't have any health. Hello, give me some health. All right, so let's place some health here. Let's get ourselves a cake. Good, okay. All right. That's awesome, guys. That really, really works for me. I think that's good. Cloudy Gaming says, the encouragement looks really gorgeous. I don't thought these amazing stuff Unity can make. Thank you. Sweet. I think it works. Yeah, I really do. I don't think we should be doing anything more than that. I think that's punishing enough. Sweet. That was really, really helpful, guys. That was really, really, really helpful. I'm trying to think of anything that is super duper important. I know we have death sequences, but we're going to worry about that on another day. And just remember, guys, if you want to support the development of Father, but more importantly, support, honestly, your own indie game career, I'm going to teach you everything I've learned about doing what I do. There's probably one coupon code left, just judging from previous streams. So one of you, if you want to join, 50% off right now, full-time game dev. It is a premium program. It's going to take you a while to complete this program, but you're going to learn everything I know. You're also going to get these free courses here, 2D Art Pro, Stream My Game, which is how to get people like Jacksepticeye to play your game, and Easy 3D, which is a free course on making a 3D game very fast. Also, you get a free t-shirt. Guys, I have 3,000 students worldwide. This is a really great program. I can say that honestly because it's been 2 years of running this program, and I do have very happy students. It is a great program. You're going to learn a ton. And hopefully one day, start your own game studio. That's the dream, right? 2D and 3D art tutorials. You're going to learn how to get funding with just a demo. You can get 6 figures in funding from a publisher or Kickstarter. You can do that. I've done it multiple times. I'm going to teach you how to learn C# and Unity. You're going to download some workbooks. You're going to learn Kickstarter. You're going to learn how to hit the Steam front page, how to get the press to cover your game. I have a launch strategy called the Steam Cannonball that I teach. And again, free art courses, but just for this sale event, and a free t-shirt. Private Discord community, thousands of developers who are just like you, who dream of making indie games. And also give you a shout out tomorrow during our live stream, just like I did for Joseph, Zach, Ian, and Justin. Thank you guys so much. All right, guys, I will talk to you later. This was super duper fun, and I'll see you tomorrow. Get over here. Get down. Hey, thanks for watching. By the way, if you haven't downloaded that free 2D game kit below, click below. It's my treat to you. I used this game kit to make a game for PewDiePie in 14 days, and I actually got to play it with him in front of his audience, which was really cool. This game kit is totally free. It's my treat to you, and you can use it however you want. You can make a commercial game and make $1 million off this game kit. I don't care. Or you could just use it for a hobby project. It's my treat to you. And by the way, if you haven't clicked like, that would mean a ton to me. Hit subscribe. And also, this is important, hit that notification bell. Here's why.
If you get notified of when I'm live, you can watch me make my next game and let me know in the chat what you think about the game or any ideas you have, and you might just show up. Your chat might just show up in the next video that I upload. All right. I'll talk to you later. Bye.